What it do, y'all? Some motherfucking viewpoints. RoBs Inferno. While it's slow. Feel me? The sun is always out. Feel me? Hope everybody doing good right now. I know I am. You know why I am? Ask yourself. Why am I feeling good? Because justice is being done about my troopy troops. And because Mother Nature is doing her thing right now. You feel me? I think it's like 60 degrees right now, huh? You know what I'm saying? Getting towards the middle of January. You know, like a week away or whatever. This type of weather, let's get it. You know what I mean? Getting these solar flares, catching these CMEs. You feel me? Everything aligning, coming back in place properly. You know, regardless of any attacks that come our way collectively, which would be individually, because we're one in unison. You feel me? Shout out to those people that understand that. Even more so for why they're working on themselves selflessly, right? Because they care about the collective. Shout out y'all. You know? Stance ain't changed. It's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I told y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to see everything take place. Everybody get karma. You know? Man, I was one of the most innocent children. You know? How pure my heart was. You know? Like you know they got. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy what we're in. But it's even more beautiful what we getting out of. You feel me? Like let's be real for real. Like, you get what I'm saying? See what my son doing. You feel me? It'd be funny because people be asking me, that's how you know. People be asking me, they be like, why I got this sun on my face, right? Why I got this sun on my face? Man, look, the sun in the flesh, you feel me? It's not a game. Let me ask y'all this. You think that I would get the sun tatted on my face if I wasn't sure at what I'm saying? You think that I would just get that on my face if I wasn't the sun in the flesh? You know what I'm saying? Literally, anatomically, you know what I'm saying? I know here I am, you feel me? What it is, Landon, what it is. What it is, everybody, positive energy, everybody wait. Anybody that saw my live like right before this, y'all had to excuse that real quick. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that can understand that I've really been damaged. But even with me damaged, I'm still striving. Along with anybody else that's been damaged. We all been damaged to different degrees. But, you know what I mean? And as long as you try and do what you can to make it better, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? That's all that matters. You know how you creating that shit. You know? What you doing to reach people. You know, this the time of the truth. Shout out to truth speakers. You feel me? Shout out to truth speakers. Such a beautiful time right now, y'all. I can't even say it enough. Y'all know how we be feeling when the sun come out. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of times You know, the environment, not even gonna say now, I'm not even gonna say the environments that we've been born into and all of that, been associated with. I'm gonna say with the lack of awareness, you know, we used to summers being real cold, you know? But it's like, that's all lack of awareness standpoint, ways of moving, like, you feel me? Because when a whole bunch of black people get together and the sun is out, it's supposed to bring peace, unity, you know? All types of unity, yo. All types. It's not supposed to be gunshots. It ain't supposed to be anybody getting hurt. No yelling, no rambunctious stuff. You know, that's not with that. You know, it's just being the sun in the flesh and vibing and having appreciation for your brother and sister. You know, at times I catch myself fighting with myself because that's what we're doing, you know, from a collective standpoint. But the more I even myself out, that's going to be a reflection of my brother and sister the same way, you know. So again, in your sense, that's what I mean about us, like, working on ourselves individually, because we are one. You feel me? We are one, y'all. You know, we don't got the same. I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is all about species, right? All species don't got the same anatomy for no random ass reason. You know, even though certain animals and stuff, have different ways of thinking. You know, they got free will. They do stuff differently. It's the reason why they do stuff all the same, because they're the same species, right? So that's what I'm talking to y'all about. Like, it's very, very important. You know, so shout out to everybody. Yo, what up, chicken nuggets with you? What it is, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Landon. You too, man. Stay blessed. I appreciate that. Appreciate that energy and all of that. You know, I'm saying I'm here still. You know, I feel like one of the things with a lot of people that's part of bringing changes on the planet. People are going out their way to try to bring thoughts their way and stuff, or like, you know, people go out their way to find wrongness in people in which there's a lot of light. You know, that's something that I've noticed over time, not even just for myself, but with like a lot of people. You know, it's like I see like a lot of people, they got a lot of goodness in their heart, get attacked in these ways from people. That's why I always preach always to protect y'all energy. You know what I mean? Know your environment. Know what's around you. If something don't feel right to you, you feel me? Stay away from it. You know, it's like common sense stuff like that like we ignore every day. You know, and then we be surprised when other shit happen, but we let shit go far. You know, I'm saying this even for me myself, even. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, you learn off experience, right? But you teach off experience also. You don't learn off experience yourself and then keep that to yourself. And however so you go across life, you see somebody going the same way or path, and they're trying to extend a hand to try to save them. Of course, that's a limit, right? And it's a way how to be done. But you know, this is very important. I know we getting hit with some crazy solar flares right now and stuff. Like, I already know. You get what I'm saying? Y'all see the weather right now. You feel me? Y'all see what's going on. You know? These CMEs. These CMEs, y'all. Yeah, we one thing I learned about life, though. We vibrating higher though. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not when I'm saying I'm not playing about my energy, y'all. Like my peace comes before anything. You know what I'm saying? And I put this out there because this should be everybody's thing. You know, a lot of us look for peace in certain ways, but a lot of us ignore peace in a lot of ways. You feel me? And for me, I look at peace in all different directions, shapes, and forms of how I have it or how I want to have it. You get what I'm saying? And for me, like that comes before anything. You feel me? That comes before anything for me. That's my that's everything. Enjoy the rest of your day, got it. Peace, power, abundance your way. You know what I mean? That's my peace is everything, y'all. So like I said, I hope everybody having a good day and all of that. You know, you should be, even if you're neuromelanated with right now with what's taking place on the planet and shit. What's shaking up and whatnot. This shit is like it's a good time for us to be here to see this shit. And as this shit play out, we gonna realize that more and more. You know, as what has us in its clutches isn't able to like prove on us no more. And we gonna start to see as it's not able to prove on us no more. It's almost like the puzzle. Just say the puzzle pieces gonna start to align like by themselves and shit. Like they gonna start connecting and shit. You feel me? And then it's like that's another story in itself. But hold up real quick, y'all. Hold up real quick. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me and shit. Y'all know I rock with y'all, man. Like I said, I got the realest followers. I got the realest followers that fuck with me. Hold up real quick, y'all. I gotta get this bag off my hand and shit. And it is hot. See, I gotta take this off because, you know what I'm saying, my son is telling me I gotta freshen up. Oh yeah, my fault, y'all. My fault. It was like a little brief intermission. I know I be doing them random jumps like that. But like I was saying though, hey, peace, reflection. Like I was saying though about like your energy and stuff. Damn, shorty fat as shit. She playing around, bro. Being too cute like that. It's too sunny out here for her to be out here like that. That fat like that. I'm trying to stay focused and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here trying to stay focused. Y'all. And this young, she trying to be over here all sexy for no reason. Poking her. Oh my god. That's too much right now. And she knows it's here, bro. I said, look, stay focused. I'm not gonna turn around and go smack. Bro. Because all the Lord signs and shit, I need. That's the shit that I'm not trying to like. I'm looking towards. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, I'm looking towards women that's like, they not just gonna give me like a Lord sign that they into me. Like they gonna jump all the way out there. Like I feel like I'm grown. Like I be feeling like high school and shit. You feel me? And we don't need high school. We need She dumb fat though. I'm not even gonna lie. And she bow-legged too. but the energy is so crazy right now. I'm trying to do something real simple right now, but because of my situation, like I be saying, it's like spread out, like it's a big problem, and it's not even involving me um, getting anything from someone that I don't have myself. But just because I'm telling y'all, I don't give a fuck what it is, even if it's involving money that I have. If it's something that comes up and I need something with it, it's like be by myself, y'all. That should be like aggravating as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Like the most simple shit that like it's probably easy as shit for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm dealing with some shit right now. I'm literally just trying to get some money switched to cash. I'm just trying to get some cash, y'all. Money like I already have. You know, something simple as shit for some shit that I gotta pay like out of the pocket with it and shit. And just something as simple as that. Even a person that would be in the same situation, they gotta get cash, they got the money. It's someone that they can call up, like easy as shit. And just you know, give it to them, send it to them, however so or whatever. And they'll get cash and shit. But for a nigga like me, something like that is a big ass motherfucking problem. Where so if I already had help, right? If I already had help, I would have already got certain stuff accomplished today that I needed to get done. But I ain't even get it done yet because something that's a minor problem of that's not involving me, someone giving me some money that I don't have myself or nothing like that. But just because I'm completely by myself, that's causing a problem right now. You get what I'm saying? So this is what I mean, like even something just to this extent, you know? And but it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all good. Like I said, you see how hot it is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like as long as Mother Nature is speaking for me, you feel me? For all of this genocide, you know what I'm saying? It's like unnecessary stress. Even to get the money, then I got the money. And it's just like, shit is crazy. Shit is crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's just so much resistance on my life. It's like people be saying that they don't have no one, but they have people. Like I really don't have no one, y'all. But it's all good though because as soon as like there's around me that like I see or whatever, and they respect me or whatever, I respect them. It's different or whatever, but not even gonna front with y'all. Like not even. I always say blood with my music because that's my purpose, but not even past my music. Like as soon as like I get like good and shit, I don't want nobody around me. You know, I'm gonna just be chilling in my house by myself, smoking my weed, working on my music. I don't want to be around nobody. You know what I'm saying? Even if like I choose to like mess with a female at that time, if I was to take a chance, I probably wouldn't take her serious. And then even if I did, I wouldn't bring her to my house in any shape, way, or form. Not even for sex, because like I just feel like all the trauma that I went through, off of like poverty and homelessness, all the stuff that I already conquered, how much the damage has like rewired my brain in so much ways, y'all. It's like I just want to protect my peace, and I don't really want to be around people. I feel like you reach a certain level of damage where you look at it like you realize off of the damage that a person can do that like people are really like a liability. You get to like that point, and then once you get to like that point, you know what I'm saying, of damage that's done to you, you look at it like you don't even care who did the damage to you. You just care that like you're aware now to know what a person can bring your way, and then you don't even care about like winning or losing or anything like that. Even if it was a game that you was lured into from you winning a game like that you wasn't even trying to play. Like it's just like you just don't give a fuck no more about it. You reach like a point, and like I've reached that point, you know. So it's like, you know, it's not shown because it's like I'm still going through certain stuff or whatever. But best believe, like as I get on my feet, I don't want to be around nobody. You know, it's like all the years of me being forced to be around people due to my financial situation and like the damage that was caused off of it. I need all of that time by myself and more, you know, like real shit. So what am I going on at like 5.5 years? So I need 5.5 years and more. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how long that'll take, but I need 5.5 years completely by myself. And the only person I really want to see is my son, you know, like real shit. Like I need that and more. And then I feel like by then, maybe I can make a calculus decision if I want to be around people, you know what I'm saying? Because the damage that's been done to me, like I really shouldn't be around people, but it's like I'm forced to be around people during my situation, you know? But it's like I'm forced being around people that's trying to attack me off of seeing me in a situation that I'm in and not liking me off of me being in a situation what I'm aware of. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I just don't want no parts of none of it. I just want to just protect my energy, you know? I just want to protect my energy. I don't want to be around people. And I just feel like everybody is like so dangerous because what I realized is it's more detrimental than the acts alone happening to you. But what I realized is like when you're strong in situations that majority of people will fold in or that's like diabolical, you know what I'm saying? It like breeds people like to try to attack you off of like really being jealous and envious of your strength. You get what I'm saying? So that's what them like attacking you is, because a lot of this shit is coming from people that you don't even know, even if they're connected to someone that you let go. You get what I'm saying? That's what all of that shit be. So it's like, yeah, I don't want no parts of none of it, y'all. You know, I don't care about the damage that was done. It was done for a reason. You know, obviously I had to learn lessons, and I learned all of them through that woman. Like I learned all of that shit, y'all. You know, I don't need to, you know, I won't learn no lessons like that through her or for any other female for that matter. You feel me? Well, I won't. Like right now, like I just need to, I need to like, with like my mental health clearly right now, I need to be like in a house away from people. I don't need all these cars, all of these noises, you know, with what I'm going through in my mind. I don't need to hear all of these noises. I don't need all the people. I don't need to be around people that don't respect me because of my money situation. Like, I don't need to be around it, you know? And there's nobody that's saving me from it either. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, and again, all this is happening to me, but I'm a child of the black woman. So yeah, like I just wish punishment on everybody for this shit, you know? And I say that like that because the universe knows who to get around it, you know? The universe knows what was done to me. The universe knows every lie, you know? Heard everything. So it's like, the rest of it is just like, it's not in those hands, you know? I don't want people feeling sorry for me, but I definitely want justice served on a platter, you know? For a fact. You know? And I know justice has already been served to her in a lot of ways, but I don't want to know it off of me being who I am. I want to see it literally like physically, you know? Almost as if like nothing else was already done. You know what I'm saying? For real, like that's kind of how I feel. And yeah, I'm glad that around all the people not trying to validate me, I was able to make it to the day, which I am here right now. I tap myself on the shoulder for real. You get what I'm saying? That's just beautiful. Cause it's like me against the world. That's how it feels right now. It's like me against the world. It's me against everybody. It's not me against everybody because a lot of people don't want to help me. It's me against everybody because there's so much people attacking me. You know, or even feeling like they're attacking me. Like I said, this is why I don't need to be around people. I just need to heal. I don't need. And what I mean by that is like I don't need to be in the hands of my oppressors either. I don't need to be in no mental hospital. None of that. Not with the knowledge I know and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If that was so, I wouldn't be able to still, what do you call it? I wouldn't be able to still move how I move within a civil manner as far as like even work goes and stuff. Jobs that I have, I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't all the way here. You know, it's just the damage that's been done to me and the energy that it takes for me to still be in a civil manner and stuff like that. I need to be, you know, not away from people that's trying to purposely provoke me and trigger me, you know? I can do that by just having my own spot. You know, I can do that by just having my own car. You get what I'm saying? Because the places that I be at or whatever, you know what I mean, whenever I'm around people, I wouldn't be in those places if I wasn't in my situation. I wouldn't be in any of those places, you know? And that shit kind of pisses me off when I think about it because I'm like, a lot of attacks and ways, a lot of stuff that I dealt with that's brought more damage to me, it's been because of the situation, you know? And the situation is because of the system. You get what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of problems aren't even real problems or wouldn't even been received as a problem, even in this 3D state if it wasn't so biting. You know, to your point that you're hearing sirens multiple times wherever you are in any city, state, you know, before 12 o'clock, more than like 4 or 5 times. And you get what I'm saying? It's every man for themselves. And to your point where it leaves, you know, a homeless person only able to go to a mall, a campus, if it's a open campus, because not all campuses are open campuses, and then like a library, you know. But other than that, anywhere they can't go because they're gonna have to spend money that they don't have, and that's even like less than like 30 minutes or 30 minutes tops, and they gotta go. You know, they don't have a car, they're short. You know what I'm saying? So like all of this abuse, like I'm just so happy all of this is happening because of it. You know, like it's multiple demons in situations, like through like the sexual energy, the sex demons attached to a lot of these women, you know. Then like the like what I'm talking about, this like the whole separate shit, like with like the homelessness and the monetary system and how the homeless people are forgot about and what they deal with. You get what I'm saying? And how it's not validated what they deal with as if like it's their fault. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like they get punished as if it's their fault, but it's the system that they're living in. You know? It's like, and then like the people that I guess aren't homeless, it's like you so-called win just because you're not homeless, so you're not being abused or you're not a slave. You get what I'm saying? Nobody wins. You know? So it's like, but nobody wins while someone is still suffering off of a system that is designed for you go along, or you're able to go along. You got a little bit more comfort, you know? All of this abuse, y'all, like it's fucked up. But it's like I'm in a way I'm glad I experienced all of it to be able to break all of this down to y'all though. You know, because it's a lot of people that's experienced homelessness how I did in poverty, that even with some of the same damage that's been done to me has been done to them in the situation, they're not able to explain it and know what's even happening to them or even why it's like this, you know? They don't know what the fuck, like, and I know what's going on. I know why it's like this. That's why it's even like more of an attack on me, because it's like motherfuckers is spiteful that someone that has less money than them and is in a so-called embarrassing situation knows more about what they're living in more than they do, you know, which makes them feel powerless and inadequate, because it's like, how can you have that type of power when I got more money than you know? So like, I challenge people without even trying to challenge people, basically what I'm saying, you know? So that's one reason why a lot of people like to try to like make me feel low, or any way they can try to weaponize my situation against me, you know? Because all the knowledge I have, you know, I'm powerful, and it's like, powerful people can't just be around anybody, because it's like, if they're not around other powerful people, or I'm gonna say this, if they're not around other people that can see their own power, you feel me? Oh yeah, that you're gonna get attacked, whether directly or indirectly. You feel me? It's gonna happen, because your light is gonna be too much for their demons. You know, it's gonna irritate them. They're gonna get irritated, and in their mind, they're gonna feel like they're just getting irritated. But this is what's gonna happen. And then, you know, you're a good person, you possibly can end up in a situation like I'm in. Even if it's not intimately with a woman, but with any type of relationship, you know. It's very dangerous out here. Very, very dangerous out here. You know, you really gotta watch everything. You know? It's crazy. You know, it's like, I feel like a lot of people right now that know they're being shown for who they are, or their level of capitulating, and like everybody's damage. Whenever what I notice, one of the signs how I know is like, this is, I'm gonna tell you what a lot of people are starting to do around me now. Like, I pick up on everything, right? Whether I talk about it or not. But a lot of people are starting to do around me now off of everything that I said that's happening and what we're in and stuff like that. And them knowing my situation. This is like even minute stuff like this. I'm saying, like, trying to like be spiteful, weaponize the situation, knowing that I'm struggling, what I'm going through, right? One of the things that people do is like when they pass me in their car, it's like they got to take a sip of their drink when they pass me in the car. You know what I mean? And then they don't even just take a sip of their drink when they pass me in the car. You know, but like they'll do it in a way like I don't know if it's the word I'm trying to think of for it, but basically like they're making themselves be known if I make eye contact with them. If I make eye contact with them when they're passing in the car, right? They make themselves be like viewed as like extra comfortable. Like they'll take the extra long sip of the drink. You know what I'm saying? They'll take the extra long sip of the drink. You know what I'm saying? They'll put they'll put their seat back. Like they do stuff to like let me know, like, yeah, you're outside freezing, or you're outside, I'm in this car drinking this coffee, this, you know what I'm saying? Like they make themselves be seen as like they the most comfortable, more than however comfortable they was before they came into me. Like literally, like I'll see people and they didn't even see me yet, and they'll be regular. Then as soon as they see me, as they pass me in the car, like I said, they'll make themselves seem extra comfortable. But they wasn't making themselves seem extra comfortable like that when I was looking at them before they noticed me. You know what I mean? Like little shit like that. Like it's like little spiteful, like really like childish shit. That's why I said, as soon as you start really knowing what's what, the shit becomes like high school. You know what I mean? I swear to God, like let you start being aware of everything and what you're living in, and then even much so like in a community. And don't let you start financially struggling because of it. But the shit's so strong, especially where we at now, you wouldn't even have to start financially struggling. It would just be your awareness that'll shake up all this that I'm talking about. The same shit will happen. But if you are struggling, oh yeah, it's gonna pick up even more. Because they're looking at to try to make joy your pain off of them showing how extra fond they are of living off of you. I'm gonna say it exactly how it is. You know, if you're neuromelanated, you know, that's all it is. It's like little psychological attacks, but it's a real thing though, yo. It's a real thing. So I'm telling y'all, no lies with this shit. So like, but what they don't understand is how smart I am, and everything I do know, and which I didn't even expose yet. This is what they don't understand. Like, and how I pay attention to stuff, everything. like naturally, right? What they don't understand is like when they act like that, to try to like project onto me to feel like inadequate even more, or worse, the worst of, or worse than however I was feeling, or if I was in a good mood before they came across me, wherever so, right, or passing me in a car. What they don't realize is the more they do that, the more they expose how uncomfortable they are. That's what they don't realize, you know. Because remember, you feeling inadequate trying to bring me down as you see me in that moment passing your car or whatever. But you know what I'm going through. You know what I'm saying? And you're definitely not going what I'm going through. You know, you're not homeless and stuff. So why are you spending so much attention on trying to make a person that has less money than you, and that's in a monetary system in which you're not struggling to that extent? What's your real reason for having energy to throw that way towards that person? You know what I'm saying? Y'all get what I'm saying? So it's like, who's really unhappy? You feel me? That's what I'm saying. It's like, but that's like a way, and them how they see it. That's like a way of them um, covering up their pain, you know. But they're really revealing themselves, you know. That's why I mean, like, money isn't everything. Actually, it's nothing at all. The only power that it has is everything, and made the system how it is. But it really means is the fact that it's able to be useful in a negative manner through division. That's it. That's it. Other than that, that shit don't mean anything. And at any moment that everyone chose to come together and see it on the same accord, which they create stuff, right? We're about to end it. They try to fuck with it. It's funny as shit. But this is a View Points with RoBs Inferno while it burns slow. Shout out to all my guys and goddesses and all high vibrational human beings. You know what the fuck it is, man. Let's get this shit for real. You already know what the fuck it is.